It's 8 a.m. in the morning and it's hot as heck. But we're here today at the Li Sui Qiao Bian Min morning market in Beijing. Nothing like the busy crowd, fresh produce, seafood and breakfast. Man, the smell of food, that's what a morning market in China is all about. This market is located in the north, just outside of the Beijing city centre. You can find almost anything here. Shoes, clothes, or fancy a haircut? No problem. Well, look at this gangster here, selling beer and meat at the same time. My wife and I are here to get some groceries and breakfast with a budget of $5, which is roughly about 32 yuan. But before we go around hunting for food and groceries, I must warn you in advance. The typical breakfast diet in China here is very carb heavy. It wouldn't be surprising to find someone eating a bowl of noodles accompanied with a bao. So without further ado, let's go. Selling fruits here is a pretty cutthroat business, so people are willing to give you free samples for it. So we're gonna try the lychee. So plump, so juicy. So soft and sweet. When we arrived, it seems like many people are queuing up for this store, so we decided to tag along. Whoa, he just made a new batch, you know? He added some spicy bean paste, some sesame seed, and some spring onions, and it's straight away onto the chopping board, ready to be served. My wife liked to order something special, so we got the pepper spicy soup. I'm not sure what's inside, but I think it's some sort of black fungus, tofu and beef. It smells very peppery and tastes very peppery. There's some sort of root vegetable that I don't quite recognize, but basically it's a peppery, savoury soup. Apparently this soup is their traditional signature dish, but it's a bit too peppery for my liking. Even though it's something that I'm not used to, but it seems to be the best-selling dish in the store. So we also got the signature hard cake here. The last time we came, it sort of sold out, so we decided to come earlier today and get this. Most people have the soup with this chive hard cake, I think. This is so crispy and fragrant. You got a chive oil, so it's very fragrant, very good. I'll rate this fried biscuit 6 upon 10 because there isn't much meat in it, or there isn't any meat at all. But it's very crispy and the chive is very fragrant, so it's good. I'm not sure about the soup, but I guess it's something special that I never had before. So maybe I'll give it a 4 out of 10. We also got a fried bun here, which is the specialty. It's a different kind of bao. So usually the bao is steamed, but this bao is steamed and then fried at the bottom, so it's crispy and soft. So something special. Oh, look at the bao. It's so soft inside but crispy on the outside, with the vermicelli noodles, some meat inside, marinated with the 5-spice powder. So oily and crispy, it's so good. This costs about 1.5 yuan, so it's about 20 cents US dollars. I'll rate this 8 upon 10 because of the crispiness, the softness on the inside, and the meat. Fun fact about buns. Bao is the common Chinese term for buns in China, but the actual name for it is mantou, which means steamed buns that looks like a head. Yeah, head as in a human head. The actual story behind the name dates back to ancient China and a military strategist, Mr. Sneaky Zhuge Liang. Legend claims that on one occasion, Sneaky Zhu and his army had to cross a perilous river guarded by a demon. In order to pass, the demon demanded the heads of Sneaky Choo's army as offerings. But Sneaky Choo was no idiot. He tricked the demon by serving steam buns that looked like heads. And the silly demon accepted the offerings and let them through.
God, I love folklores.
Woo! After that cardiac arresting breakfast, we had better walk around for some groceries. Holy! You can even get freshly roasted Peking duck here. The weather is so warm that we had to go to a nearby mall to get some drinks. We got this bubble tea for 5 yuan, which is roughly 80 cents. And let's look back at what we got at the market. We got a bun that's 1.5 yuan each, so that's about 25 cents, and we got 2 of it, so that's 50 cents. Pepper soup, which is 5 yuan, so that's another 80 cents. And then we got a chive dumpling, or the chive biscuit, which is about 2 yuan, and that's about 30 cents. We also got some vegetables for groceries, and that's 2 yuan. That's 2 yuan. So that's another 30 cents. So in total, our breakfast and groceries cost about $2.95 USD. So that's very cheap. That's within budget. And I didn't get the Qingdao beer because it was a bit too early for some beer. Yeah, so we got the bubble tea. But yeah, the entire breakfast was very carb heavy, so I couldn't eventually get any Peking duck. But of course, you can get a Peking duck for breakfast. It only costs 28 yuan per duck, so that's pretty cheap. 28 yuan, that's $4.50. So it's still within the budget, and you can get drinks after that, and it's still within the $5 budget. So overall, pretty good experience besides the weather. But for now, we hope that you have enjoyed this video. Thanks for joining us on this breakfast episode. Stay safe and don't forget to subscribe and stay so thirsty.